the midheaven in astrology, the highest point in one's chart. This is an extremely important placement point in your chart because it is connected with your ego, your consciousness. It's a part of you that is extremely aware and conscious of the energy you are giving out. It's funny because some people like to guess your rising sign, but they can mistake your midheaven for your rising sign because they have similarities. Although they're completely two different points, the rising is the incarnation point. The midheaven will reveal what you want to be recognized for, what you want to be seen for, how you want others to feel about you, how you want others to see you, how you present yourself to the public. It's like if you had an Instagram page, how would you organize that Instagram page? You know, what kind of posts would you share with the public? What would the aesthetics be? It's like if you had a blank canvas, how would you paint it? You know, what art would you put on that canvas? So it's energy that you construct. It's not completely you on a soul level, because that would be the opposite of the midheaven, which is the IC in the 4th house. That is the base. That is the base of the tree of life. That's who you are in your private personal life that not everyone gets to see, only the people that are in your personal, private, intimate life. You know, every time you see someone on TV, every time you see someone on social media, every time you see someone doing a video, that's not really exactly them in their most raw primal form. It's their midheaven. It's the energy they're presenting. It's how they are showcasing themselves, and they're very aware of it. I'll give you an example. I'm here right now. I mean, do I wake up and look like this? No. I mean, a girl wishes she would. Do I like to wear makeup every day and jewelry every day? No. But I do like to wear it when I am in front of the camera. Like, that is my midheaven. You know, my midheaven enjoys art and creativity and enjoys, you know, adding a bit of sparkle and glamour. That is not me on an everyday basis. It's not me, my IC, my 4th house. No, it's my midheaven. So everything that you see on the screen, social media, the TV, any like marketing campaign you see, any video you see, it's the midheaven. It's the energy that people are showcasing. It's not really them on the soul level. It's how they want to appear. It's like any of my videos, I always want glamour to be there. I always want a touch of sparkle and magic to be in there. Like, that is me, my midheaven. Not me on an everyday basis. You know, it's not sunny every day, but it is when I'm going to do a video. So let's now get through all the midheaven signs, and I'm going to share with you how they appear, how they want to be recognized. And I'll leave all the timestamps down below. Kicking off with Aries Midheaven. An Aries Midheaven person is, of course, going to give the energy of Mars. They want others to see them as extremely independent, determined, ambitious, and also strong. So that's the energy that they're going to give out. So if a stranger ever comes across an Aries Midheaven person, or if someone at a networking event or just out in the public, that's the kind of impression they're going to get from an Aries Midheaven person, because their aura, their energy is just radiating that I am strong, I am determined, I am fierce, I'm a warrior. Like, that's the type of energy that they give out. That's what they want others to see them as. They want others to see them as a spiritual warrior. They want others to see them as someone who is determined and can get the job done, and can get the job done solo, independent, without anyone else's help. Like, Aries is an energy that is very connected with the ego. It's the ego itself. So if you have an Aries midheaven, your ego is even more stronger than ever, because you don't like to get help from anyone. You don't like to take orders from anyone. You are very much your own person, and you want to get things done by yourself. You want others to know that you're hardworking and you can get it done all by yourself because you have what it takes. Like, that's the energy that you give out, that you're strong, willful, independent, courageous, determined, ambitious, and you want others to also know that you are a successful person. Like, an Aries person needs others to know that. Like, they want others to know what they are capable of. Taurus Midheaven. A Taurus Midheaven person is going to want to appear as they are very down to earth, very practical and grounded. And they always want to come across as very presentable. They always dress their best Taurus is an energy that is connected with material, so they're always going to look immaculate. They're always going to be dressed the part. They want to appear like they are the part, and they will always show up as the part, like they will never lack. And others perceive them that way. Others can always expect Taurus Midheaven people to look their best and be extremely cool and calm and professional and also very level-headed. Like that's the energy that they want to give. They're not dramatic people. They're very straightforward. When other people think about a Taurus Midheaven person, they are always going to think about their style, their taste, how they always have a good eye for everything. Not only because they always dress the part, but this can also be due to how their home appears or how their car appears or how their desk at work appears. Like they always have everything organized and it always just looks good, and it gives that image, that energy of this person has it all together. And a Taurus Midheaven person is most likely going to have it all together because it's a fixed earth sign, so it's going to have everything in order. A Taurus Midheaven may also come across as a little reserved. They're going to be very polite, and you know, the experience you have with them is always going to be delightful, but they just don't give much away. Like it's the bull, it's always just together and stern, and you can't really get like a reaction, but it's just that they are earth energy, so that's how they want to appear. They want others to think of them as someone who is cool and calm and has it all in check and does not even flinch. Like that's the energy that they want others to see and feel when they think about a Taurus Midheaven. Gemini Midheaven. A Gemini Midheaven person is going to give the impression, the energy of that they are a know-it-all. They are always going to be known for how intellectual they are, how they are know-it-alls, how they have the answer to absolutely everything. In fact, they have the answer to the question that you haven't even asked yet. Like they just have clocked on and they are just, like I said, know it all. So that's the energy that they give. When others think about a Gemini Midheaven person, they know that that person is going to always show up with the facts, with the information, with the data, with the analysis. Like you can always count on a Gemini Midheaven to help you out when it comes to logic, science, technology, you know, world affairs, politics, just absolutely everything basically. A Gemini Midheaven person also comes across as very personable and social. That's why they are most likely to have a lot of friends and acquaintances, and they're going to be very popular. Like a lot of people are going to be very familiar with a Gemini Midheaven person because they're very open. They're very open to getting to know everyone. They're somebody who's definitely going to go to a lot of networking events and mingle with others, and they're going to have an incredible long contact list. Cancer Midheaven. A Cancer Midheaven person is going to want to give the energy of that they are extremely kind and generous and protective and loving. Like they want others to know that about them. They want others to know that they prioritize the more deeper aspects of life, such as their sensitivities, emotions, you know, helping others, being kind, being loving and nurturing, taking care of others, being protective. Like they want others to see them that way. And most likely they're going to be working in some sort of job that involves nurturing and in taking care of others, or even involves family. Like they want others to know that they're also a very family orientated person. Like family values are extremely important. They want to come across like they have it together and they're there for you, but also they have their own sensitivities as well, and they're always going to protect that, although it may still show, because we're talking about the midheaven. This is how you come across. This is a public image, so no matter how much you try to control your sensitivities or your emotions, they're going to be on display because they are embodying the moon. Leo Midheaven. A Leo Midheaven person is always going to be noticed for how they dress, how they talk, just everything about them, because they want others to notice them. You know, the sun, it doesn't shy away when it comes out during the morning and the day, right? It doesn't shy away, it doesn't hide away. It is there and everyone feels it and sees it, and that's exactly a Leo Midheaven. You cannot ignore a Leo Midheaven person. They are there shining no matter what, and they appreciate compliments. They appreciate being seen. In fact, a Leo Midheaven person wants to be seen. They want to be in the spotlight, whether that's in photography, fashion, acting, music, anything where they can be in front of the camera. Like, a Leo Midheaven person is going to appreciate that. Like, that's what they're here to do. They're here to just shine like the sun. And they want others to see the royalty and the regalness that they have. They want others to see that and feel that about them, because they are the lion, lioness. They're going to be extremely popular and also have a lot of friends, and a lot of people are going to know about them. Like, it's just who they are. They're always going to be noticed, just like the sun. Everyone notices the sun. Everyone knows the sun, right? And just like that, a Leo Midheaven person, everyone is going to know them. They're going to be extremely popular. They're going to be known for their style, their energy. They're going to probably even be known for the drama they can often be involved in. But they're always going to be the life of the party, and it's never going to be a dull moment with a Leo Midheaven person. Virgo Midheaven. A Virgo Midheaven person wants others to see them as someone who always wants to help. They want others to see them as someone who is extremely loyal, someone who is going to take responsibility, get the job done, someone who you can rely on, somebody who you can count on, somebody who you can call, and they're going to be there for you. They want to be known as the solution. They want to be known as people who can fix problems. If you got a problem, you got an issue, if they can help you, they're always going to be there for you. And that's the energy that they want to give out. That's what they want to be recognized for. That's what they want people to know about them. They want others to know that they are also very logical and intellectual, and also very practical, grounded, and down to earth. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, so it's a very intellectual energy. These people can be great with data, analytics, even engineering. You know, anything that requires attention to detail, requires focus, requires problem solving. Virgo Midheaven person is going to be perfect for the job. Libra Midheaven. A Libra Midheaven person is going to come across as very charming and graceful. They're going to be also very popular because they're going to be very social. They like to mingle, get to know people. They like to go out. They're very outgoing and social. They're going to go to the networking events. They like to meet people. It's like Aphrodite. Aphrodite wants to be around others. She wants to be in a celebration all the time. So that is a Libra energy. And also they are going to appear as very calm. They're going to appear as they are very fair and care about equality and justice. Like, that is something that they want others to know about them, that they care about those things. Like, those things are extremely important to them. And they're going to be known also for being very creative. And because Libra is ruled by Venus, they are also going to be very concerned about their appearance and how they look. So when it comes to beauty, aesthetics, fashion, those things are very important to them. So they will always look their best and always also get attention, because it's Aphrodite's energy and charm that draws people in. They're also going to come across as very soft and delicate as well at times, because this is a very heart chakra energy in its highest manifestation. So others will notice that about them and will recognize them for always, like I said, being fair and equal, and also being very kind and gracious, well-mannered, and also they're going to have this class and sophistication about them. Scorpio Midheaven. A Scorpio Midheaven person is going to come, of course, with all the intensity. They're going to have this presence about them that others, of course, notice instantly. Everyone at work, in the public, will recognize a Scorpio and their aura, their energy, the energy they're projecting out. And it is very, at times, so intense that it can make others uncomfortable, because it can be very intimidating and they don't have to do much. Like, they always want others to know, don't mess with me because I'm not the one. Like, that's the energy they want to always give out, because they're very protective of themselves and very defensive at times as well. They want to be recognized and valued for their depth, their intellect, and their intuition. They want others to know that they are more than what meets the eye, that they are extremely intelligent, know-it-alls, and that they take life very seriously and that they are very serious. They want others to also know that they're extremely loyal, and when they say they're going to do something, they're going to get it done. And when they're at work or out in the public, they definitely have this mysticism and this magnetic energy that pulls people in. Like, people are always curious about a Scorpio Midheaven person because you just can't ignore them. You can't ignore that potency. You can't ignore that energy. I mean, Mars and Pluto combined together, you can't ignore it. And of course, they do come across as very mysterious. They don't give all of their cards away. In fact, it takes you quite some time and energy and effort to get to know them. There's many tests that you have to pass, regardless if you work with them, you're their colleague, no matter what situation you're at, whether it's work or just in a public setting, what have you, you can't get in. Like, there's a lot of tests that you have to pass, and they're going to put you through the test. They're going to put you through the test and make sure that you are worthy enough to be in their life for them to open up to you. But they are extremely intriguing. You cannot ignore them. A Scorpio Midheaven person also wants others to know that they can accomplish anything. They can accomplish anything, they can manifest anything, they are the alchemists, and that's something that others may also recognize them for. Like, they are those that can turn lead into gold, you know, they are the alchemists. Sagittarius Midheaven. A Sagittarius Midheaven person is going to want others to notice them and recognize them for how bubbly they are, for how fun they are, how they can make anyone happy and laugh, and they often are probably like cracking a lot of jokes. Like, they want others to know them for having this positive energy, for having this positive vibration, frequency, and just always, you know, breaking the ice and just bringing this larger than life energy wherever they go. And it's never a dull day when you're at work with a Sagittarius Midheaven person, because they're always going to be making you laugh. They're always going to giggle about something, like cracking jokes, making your inner child come out, and always ready for a great time, a great adventure. And they also want others to know that they're very philosophical, that they're very spiritual, and that they are very intellectual. Like, they want others to know that about them, that they have a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and others may recognize them for that. Others may recognize them for knowing a lot about the world affairs, travel, or others may even know them for knowing a lot about books and reading and writing, and just knowing a lot about philosophy and or even like religion. Sagittarius is a mutable energy, you know, it wants to explore, it wants to learn absolutely everything that it can, as long as it expands their mind. Capricorn Midheaven. A Capricorn Midheaven person is going to come across as very conservative and also very serious and all about their business. Like, there's no playing around. They can also come across as very rigid and also very stoic. When they're at work, they're in their element, so do not disturb them unless you mean business. Like, they're very focused and determined and very ambitious, and they want to succeed, and that's what others may know them for. Others may know them for being extremely workaholics, for being extremely successful and living and breathing their work, their goals, and their ambitions. And they want others to know how mature, reliable, how accountable they are. Like, that's what they pride themselves off of, and that's what they want others to know about them, and others recognize that about them too. This would be a typical placement for someone who is in management or business, or even someone who is in leadership or even entrepreneurship. Aquarius Midheaven. An Aquarius Midheaven person is going to come across as very unique, very different, very innovative. They are known for being very out of the box, not conforming, being a little rebellious, and just being their own person. And because it's a fixed energy, it's very stubborn. And other people can really admire how innovative that they are, how they can bring different ideas to the table. That's something that others can actually admire about them and actually seek upon an Aquarius Midheaven's perspective on a certain topic, because they think outside of the box and they always have something to share that has never been thought of. An Aquarius Midheaven person is definitely going to enjoy being around people or groups and even leading, because they don't like to conform, so they don't like anybody telling them what to do. They rather be telling others what to do. So there's somebody who's definitely going to enjoy being like in a leadership role, and they'd make great leaders because they're extremely innovative and creative and can, like I said, think outside of the box. And also they are known for their quirkiness. They're known for just the whole entire lifestyle kind of being different. Unlike the Capricorn Midheaven, which is more conservative and rigid and structured in its thinking with Aquarius, although it is a fixed energy, there's more flexibility when it comes to how you do things and how you achieve things. Like, there's more flexibility and more fluidity as well. This could also be a typical placement for someone who works independently or someone who works with anything that has to do with technology or even science or humanity. Pisces Midheaven. A Pisces Midheaven wants you to know that life is a fairy tale and that life is all about being in bliss and creativity and just enjoying every moment. Like, they always will appear as very like whimsical as well. They'll come across as very sensitive and delicate, and they come across as they have a very open heart and they have an incredible imagination and they have such a great creative talent. They love to be of service to people and be in a role that allows them to either be creative or help others, and others notice that about them. Others know them for being very creative and also being very concerned with other people and helping other people. You know, Pisces is a water energy, so it's very sensitive, emotional, and also spiritual. So this would be a typical placement for someone who either works in arts and creativity or someone who is of service to others. And because they're extremely creative, they enjoy telling people about their creative pursuits and their creative accomplishments, and not in a way where it's just bragging, but because they want to share their world with others. They want to share their art and creativity and their imagination and their dreams with other people. They want to share that. They want to pass that creativity on. Like, there's a quote by Albert Einstein which says, creativity makes the world go round. They come across as also very caring, kind, gentle, and there's this beautiful energy about them that others just enjoy. So the midheaven in astrology. Let me know how you feel about your midheaven in the comment section down below. Show this video some love and check out all the other videos I have on this channel, and I will see you very soon. Lots of love.